Is it worth promoting mercantilism? I normally don't. If I have an abundance of Diplo points, then I do. After I dev things, once deving is no longer worth anything, like deving one cloth province isn't going to give me very much at this point, so I won't do it. Then yeah, I'll start to slap in a little bit of mercantilism. It's kind of useful because it gives you more trade power, so I don't pursue it exclusively, but it does give you a lot of provincial trade power. Slavic will seethe? I know MP players despise mercantilism because it's somewhat useless in multiplayer, okay? I know, he will mold for me even suggesting that, but listen, the usefulness, the utility of mercantilism when you have too many Diplo points and too much development where deving no longer matters, the utility is that you can get more trade power, which allows you to get more trade power in upstream nodes. That's why it's useful. By having more mercantilism, I can increase the total amount of trade power, the absolute amount of trade power, the total amount, you know, that I have in here, and a portion of that gets transferred upstream. You see, from transfers, you can see transfers from traders downstream here is its own modifier, and it says 103.9. That's a lot of trade power, you know, that's almost as much as I have in provinces. That's quite a lot. And where does that come from? That comes from the English channel. And how do I get more trade power in the English channel? Well, first, obviously, there's upgrading all of the marketplaces, upgrading all the trade centers, and then there's mercantilism. That's like the last one. You should give out monopolies to give mercantilism. Okay, let's not go into the realm of trolling here. There are rare, very rare occasions where it is worth giving monopolies, but we don't need to troll, come on. I think there's like, yeah, we don't have any good monopolies. Actually, dies. This would be an instance where this monopoly is okay. This one is not as bad because you're losing a very small amount of money. Very small amount. This would be the worst possible monopoly. This would be a pretty decent monopoly. When you take a monopoly, you immediately gain 80% of the production that it would have given you. Which means you're losing 20% of the money you could have gotten from just not having the monopoly, which is why most people don't do them. But if you're losing like 4 ducats, like, are you really hurting that much? No, not really. It's not an issue since 20% goes on mercantilism. Well, yeah, it's not an issue if you're losing like 4 ducats because you're gonna gain more from that, from the effects of the mercantilism. Probably.